Hi everyone, it's Kelly. Thanks for joining me today. I am back again with another layout for the Blog Hops with Heart blog hop. This month we have an embossing theme. I will make sure to link to my blog below so that way you can head over and join us on the blog hop to see what the other paper crafters have created. The layout that I will be creating will be based off the sketch that you just saw from the Hip Kit Club. And what I have here is a pattern paper that was exclusive to the Hip Kit Club for their May kit. And I had actually used it for another project, but I was really disappointed in how the mixed media turned out for that other project. It didn't really fit the feel for the layout that I was using, but I always save those type of things when they happen because I know that I can salvage it and use it for a different project. So I ended up being able to use it for this project today. So using Cricut Design Space, I cut a circle and I sliced an image of a palm tree into that circle. And then I used a set of dies that I had purchased from Big Picture Classes to cut multiple size circles, which I'm showing you here. And you can see the embossing that I did on those circles. That was done using a pink paisley embossing folder. I just ran it through my Big Shot. I wasn't really happy with how the pineapples looked. I didn't feel like they were very noticeable. So I'm going through with some white paint and just putting a whitewash over the pineapples. And then later on, I do add off camera. I use the No Yokings Shimmers colorings, and I add a layer of yellow on top of that white paint just to help blend it out a little bit. I felt like the pineapples painted white were just a little too stark. So you'll see that coming up in the next few seconds. I did also add some hand stitching around each of the circles. I struggle using circles on my layouts. I don't know why, I just always have. I think it's because I can't quite get them organized and make them look random all at the same time. So there is where I was showing you that I did the color over the white paint, and then I did add the hand stitching around the circle. And now I'm starting to try to arrange things. It takes me quite some time to try to figure out where I want to put everything. Those circles, I don't know what it is about them. I just have a hard time making them look cohesive and making them look like they flow. I don't like it when it looks like there's big gaps in between them. So I do add a lot of florals. A lot of the products that I use are exclusives to the Hip Kit Club. They were available in their May kits. A majority of the florals that you see there, the puffy stickers. I do add a couple chipboard pieces from the Bella Boulevard She Blooms collection. I've added a wood veneer piece from Ellie Studio and also a fray sticker from Pink Fresh Studio, kind of tucked up there next to my photo. I'm still bringing in the florals. I did bring in a flare button. It's kind of hard to see it from this angle, but it is from Feed Your Craft. There I'm showing you that I cut that palm tree circle a little bit smaller. The first circle that I cut was almost the same size as my photo, and I felt like it was really competing with my photo. So I like it much better at the smaller size. I always try to make my photos the focal point of my layouts. I did add a layer of vellum behind my photo just to help it stand out a little bit more and kind of break it up from all the other circles. It just gives it a little bit more definition on the layout. In just a moment, I'm going to bring in a piece of pattern paper from the Bella Boulevard She Blooms collection. I wanted to back that palm tree with some pattern paper just to give it a little bit of color and to help it stand out from the layout. I love this paper because it has all the colors in my layout. So I was trying to find a portion of the paper that had everything, the greens, the pinks, the yellows, that little orangey color, and it was perfect. It was a little too bold for what I wanted to use it for, so I'm just going to add a layer of vellum directly on top of the pattern paper just to mute it a little bit, but you can still see all of those colors showing through. So once I have that all adhered together, I'm going to grab some pop dots and place them on the back of my photo. I wanted my photo to have a little bit of elevation from the layout so I could tuck some of the circles and some of the chipboard pieces underneath. So in just a moment, you're going to see me do that. I'm just using the scrap pieces that were left over. I love being able to do that. I love that there is still adhesive on the scrap pieces, so you're still able to get use out of all of it. I feel like I get more for my money that way. So once I have that covered, I'm going to go ahead and stick that down. And of course, I don't put it down straight when I put it down. So I end up having to tear it up in a moment and straighten it. I cannot for the life of me ever put anything down straight the first time that I put it down. I don't know why, I just can't. Now I'm going to start adhering down the other elements of the layout, and I am just using liquid glass. It's in my fine liner bottle, and I had mentioned on a previous video how much I'm loving my fine liner bottle, and I still really like it, but I have been having issues with it clogging. I don't know if anybody else has had that happen. I don't know if it's the adhesive that I have in it. Maybe you're not supposed to put liquid glass in there, which is similar to glossy accents. But my cap, the needle part that slides down into where the adhesive come out, is getting glued shut. So I've had to use pliers to pry the lid off, and it's broken. So I have to use a stick pin in the fine liner bottle. Has anybody else had that happen? Am I using the wrong type of adhesive? I have a second fine liner bottle, so I think I may try the Scotch Quick Dry in that and see if it works a little bit better. But I would love to hear some feedback on that. I know a lot of people use the Scotch Quick Dry, so I definitely am going to give that a try before I give up on the fine liner bottle. So I saved you from the pain of having to watch me glue a majority of this down. Now I am just bringing in a few more floral embellishments, just trying to fill in any open areas just to make the layout flow a little bit better. I'm bringing in a couple more pieces from the Hip Kit Club and also from the Bella Boulevard She Blooms collection. And I do end up sticking with both of those things. They stay pretty close to where they're at right now. I do end up moving that teal one down a little bit more. Now I'm coming in with that No Yokings colorings, and I'm coloring that wood veneer piece just to help it match. I didn't have any other wood veneer elements on the layout, so it felt like it stood out a little too much. So this is just going to help it blend and be a little bit more cohesive. The title work that I'm doing here, that alphabet set, was an exclusive from the Hip Kit Club also. This photo was taken while we were on our cruise, and we were at Coco Cay, which is Royal Caribbean's private island for their cruise ships. It was a lot of fun. That was probably my favorite port that we went to. So I just wanted to document where we were at. I did add another flare button from the Hip Kit Club, and I am going to leave you in just a moment with some close-ups. And just as a side note, I know I've been a little MIA from my YouTube channel recently, but it has been all for a good reason. If you follow me on social media, then you may have already saw this, but I have been chosen to be a Cut Shop design team member for 2016-2017. I am so excited. I don't even know how to tell you how excited I am. So I've been recording videos and making layouts for my upcoming design team duties. So stay tuned for those videos. They should be coming up in July. Thank you so much for watching.